Me soon alright. Tell them me soon alright. Me soon alright. I'm sure without a doubt, my God will work it out. Tell the end.
Okay. Burning bush at Chateau Royal. Okay. These are some bushes that I removed from the property like a couple weeks ago. It was raining, so it was impossible to set them ablaze. Now I decided to do a little night spin, set these ablaze. So this is what's happening. Burn, bush, burn. Wow. Wow, it's going crazy. And this is just the beginning of many, many piles to come. Yes, just clearing the property to amp up the vision, you know. Yeah, this is like about 100 feet, maybe 150. It looks more like 150 feet long. So this is like a chain. This is like a chain reaction because it's all laid out. And behind the fire, I don't think the fire will be able to go like more than about maybe like about 10 feet wide. Yeah, behind it there are some bushes, some more bushes that I need to get. So we may be looking at maybe like about 150 feet long by 50 feet deep. So once these are burned, then I will be able to get in from the front. If not, I would have to get the other ones that I need to cut. I would have to get them from the back end. But with this fire being burning like this, in another day or so, I should be able to just walk in and just start, finish debushing, and then I would have to and then I'm going to be setting it ablaze again. So it's a process. It's a process. Yep. It's a process. When you have a vision, when you have a dream, for it to really come forth, for it to be successful, to come out of sleeping mode, you have to get up and work that vision like crazy. Yep. And as I mentioned too earlier in one of my other videos, sometimes when you're working the vision, there isn't gonna be anybody around. It is only you. But because it's your vision, either you let it stay sleeping or you get up and activate it A lot of times it's gonna look as if you have absolutely no sense. You're gonna be wondering, what am I really doing? But let me tell you something. If God is leading you, if God is really leading you, a lot of times the journey is going to look as if it doesn't make sense, because we really cannot comprehend or understand what God is doing sometimes. Sometimes it's way down the road before you're gonna come to some realization that God knows what He's doing. You understand? He doesn't need any help. He doesn't need any help to do what He's doing. You just keep following the process. Wherever He leads, just follow. He's not going to lead you into trouble. Okay? It's not going to lead you into trouble. You just have to be true to the task. True to the task, and just keep going, even when it doesn't make sense. Just keep going. One of these days, you're going to see exactly what God is doing. Yep. I'm here all by myself. Okay? Oh, not by myself. Guess what I see? In this area, there's a lot of cows. A lot of cows they just roam the bushes. But at night they go home, because the herder lives in the community. So sometime at night you hear them going home. So just when I thought that, okay, I am by myself, I see this cow. It's a cow. It's I think it's one of those hybrid. It's a red pole. Very nice fellow. He decided to just stroll up and watch what I'm doing. Yeah, he's watching the fire. Probably saying to himself or her, or herself, but that used to be my grazing field. What is he doing? In a couple of weeks, when this is down completely, you will be surprised. You'll be surprised, cow. Because right now, the bushes are so thick. There's hardly any access for the cow. And this is something that was like a grass field, like a play field 2.5 years ago. 4.5 years ago. It's amazing how these bushes grow up and just take over the lot. So I'm doing my little bit to make sure that we have like a nice little lot in front of the Chateau Royal venue. Interesting. Yep. happen is like the twigs that are really big, they are not gonna burn because these were like cut down and thrown here like maybe like 6 weeks ago. 4 and 2, 6 weeks ago. So it's mostly the twigs and the leaves that is going to be dry. So what's going to happen is that when these are burned out, I have to go gather those, like, you know, those chunky parts and put them together, and then I get ready another bonfire, one of them. All right, the black cow is not going anywhere, and it's dark. I wonder if I can put on the flashlight and expose it a little. Okay, the cow decided to stay behind, so I think those where the cow is still wet. Those bushes are still wet because the fire just died out. Okay, but down there is still raving. Yep, so I have to go work on it some more. It's almost, yeah, it's dark. It's really dark right now, so I think this is gonna do it for tonight. It's getting dark out here. I was gonna do some raking, because what I've been doing today is I've been doing a lot doing some landscaping. I was mostly pruning and working the edges, the edges of the lawn. So hopefully tomorrow is gonna be my big lawn day. So nothing is happening here at Chateau Royal, just work, and it's night time, so just capturing some night vision of what's going on in the dark down by the driveway. Yes, you can see the fire still raving, and okay, that's down by the down in the alley. Couple of my lights, I think one of my solar street light is out. I think what happened is, like, I noticed it's like there's kind of some condensation underneath the light, so I think I know what's happening to it. When I put up those lights, I should have caulk. Yeah, so these are motion lights. Take a bit of while to come on. I think they're getting old too. They're kind of lazy. They used to be swifter. So I said, I was talking about the light, the solar street. What I noticed is that they fill up. There's actually a reservoir that keeps the battery. So I realized that when it leaks through the panel area, what happened is that the water goes down and it settles in that reservoir where the battery sits, and it just stay there and just corrode and just kill the battery. But I discovered that I can actually do something to combat that problem, in that before the later ones, before I install them, I drill some holes in that reservoir, so whenever the panel decide to start leaking, I could always the water would not stay in that reservoir, it would just leak out. So I think that's a way to preserve the life of the battery, because once it sits in the water, it's gonna stay there and just short out, and corrode. And this is the back gate. Outside in front of the property, it's dark, you can't see nothing, but if you see the fire is raging, and it has nowhere to go because behind it is all green bush. So it's probably gonna take out like about 10 feet, and that's it. So as I said, nothing going on, it's just me working myself to where I'm going, to Dreamland. Alright, so I think I'm gonna need a lot more lights. Yeah, but and they have a saying that Rome was not built in a day, so I guess we have to take our times and build Rome. So this is actually the back of my carport, Motion Street, and as soon as you walk up, it just bursts open. So it could be a little surprise for burglars. Although I think so far God has been keeping us. There's nothing going on here so far. So I'm just gonna ask God to continue to protect us here. Yeah, this is me. This door is recently I put in this. This is a double 2-foot, so I could actually run in equipment inside. Okay, all right. So this is my little work. This used to be like a carport, so car don't stay in garage again. So this was what I do. I am junky because I'm still putting together. So okay, folks, this is it. Catch you another time. God bless. And never you ever give up on your dream or your dreams. It was just today I was thinking about it, and is that this is I'm pointing back outside. I was just thinking about it when you decided to serve other people. They'll call you every day and tell you how much they love you, when you decide to do something for yourself, nobody remembers that you exist. Everybody is gone. Some of these people who used to tell you every day that they love you, you don't even hear from them. And because you stopped, they used to use you to do everything. And also is just to foster their dreams or to help them to work their visions. But now that you started to work your vision, you become a really bad person, you know. But I mean, my conclusion is, and as the word said, you know, there are going to be at times when you see people just moving away from you're moving away from you, have nothing to do with you. They don't call anymore. You know, they don't call to check up on you or what you're doing, or you know what you're doing. Okay, let's go somewhere. They don't, because you were they have access to you, and you were working their dreams and their visions. So now that you're working yours, you are a threat. You're a threat because now you're going to be as wise as they are, or you're going to become their equals, as if you are in competition with anybody. No. You know, some of us, we're not in competition with anybody. All we're doing, we're saying, okay, I've served you for many years. Now it's time to serve myself before I leave this earth. And you stop talking to you. You know? And they tell themselves that they stop talking to you or they move away from you. But in reality, they didn't leave you. You understand? God realized that they are no good for your vision. Where you're going, they cannot be a part of it. So they did not leave. God removed them because they are stumbling back. And as I stand, before my camera in the dark, I can tell you, just looking back at the people who leave, or who say they left, they leave. People who left and who say they leave. Okay, they did not leave. They were taken away from you to protect you, because they will, as I said earlier, they are a stumbling block, will be a stumbling block. And God knows if you keep them around, you're always going to be stumbling. So sometime in order to work the vision, you don't need nobody. You just need God in front of you. You understand? You don't need no distraction. Focus on God. And trust me, He's gonna, all what you desire, your intentions, as long as you're honest, true, and it's not only for you, you work the vision so you can bless other people, God is going to make it come to pass, and it will happen. All right, so this is it. I am gonna be closing up, and take care of me. Go have some dinner. I make a big pot of soup today. Yeah, Don't ask what it is. Not gonna tell you. But boy, I know. I dove in today for lunch, and I'm telling you, it was so good. If I was not mindful of what I'm doing, I would just fall asleep. Probably just waking up now. It was that good. Well, after a long, hard day's work, I am gonna take a couple of minutes, finish up my soup, settle down, and go get myself a nice warm bath to hit it tomorrow like crazy again. So this is it. God bless you. Keep working on your visions. Keep dreaming. And they say, you know, dream as long as you don't give up on your dreams, you're gonna see them come to pass. Only you can stop you from getting where you're going. So continue to move. Keep stepping. Good night.